Kyle Higashioka played hero for the Padres. Albert Suarez in the Orioles bullpen combined to blank the Braves, and Kyle Schwarber went deep not once but twice at Fenway Park. Steve Lennox on Baseball live stream podcast. We are recapping day number 76 of the Major League Baseball regular season. First, we open with That's Baseball. We are going with card number 3 in our 2022 Topps Baseball card set. We started this on Sunday. We've done it a couple of times throughout the course of the regular season so far. I enjoy doing it, and I'm going to open up today by saying I'm due. I'm due for a big card. When we first did this, and I'll mention it again, and I opened up a top set, I started with Adley Rutschman and Aaron Judge. I'm not taking anything away from the two players and the two cards I got to open up, but I opened up with Vladimir Gutierrez and Donovan Solano. So you might also agree with me. I'm due, right? I'm due for a big card. So these stay on the desk, face down, and then I do the reveal. So the first card, or card number 3, Elias Diaz. There we go. I've been impressed by him. And I've been impressed by a couple of young players that have come up this year. Tovar, we'll touch on him during the Rockies recap. But Elias Diaz, I'll take that one. That's the top card out of the first 3 we've gotten out of that 22 Topps Baseball card set. And that's our opening segment that we like to call That's Baseball. We are recapping day number 76 in the Major League Baseball season. We opened up with the Yankees roll call, courtesy of friend Jen Sabatine Francis. She'll always be Jen Sabatine Francis to me. Chris, her husband of many, many years, worked with Jen for a long time with the Blue Rocks in the Carolina League in Wilmington, Delaware. Jen providing us with our baseball home movie. So 2 things to touch on here as we continue to build our audience. One, if you go to a ballpark this year, minor league or major league, and you can take some sort of video that I can clip down to 30 seconds, whatever it might be creative. You can send it along, and it will be part of our show open each and every day throughout the course of the baseball season. The second thing that I'm going to harp on here and continue to put across is, if you want to throw a comment out there, don't make it personal, but if you want to throw a baseball comment out there or ask a question, we can go back and forth. You can put a comment in, we can see it up on our computer screen, and we can go back and forth and start that baseball conversation up as well. That's my hope here. My hope is eventually to create that audience that is participating as we continue to build this. Again, we are recapping day number 76 of the Major League Baseball season, Tuesday, so a full slate of games on the docket, and here we go. Tuesday night, Fenway Park. Really, the difference between the top team in the National League, the Philadelphia Phillies, and a 500 team now, a game under 500 team in the Boston Red Sox. And if you're a Red Sox fan, you understand 100%. You've got a long way to go. You really do. Kyle Schwarber got things going. Boom. First pitch that he saw from Cutter Crawford, solo home run over the bullpen in right center field. Phillies had a 1-0 lead. Red Sox, again, a game below 500, now 14-19 at Fenway Park. That needs to be fixed. You need to play winning baseball at home. You need to make Fenway Park one of those ballparks where teams just don't want to come to. Right now, hey, let's go to Boston. Let's enjoy ourselves. We'll have some chowder, lobster roll, and we'll beat up on the Red Sox. So the Red Sox are now 5 under 500 at Fenway Park. Cutter Crawford gave up the home run to Schwarber in the first inning. Schwarber also added a solo home run against Crawford, that in the 5th inning. Crawford gave up 4 runs, 2 earned. Red Sox now 3-11 in his 14 starts this season. They're winless in his last 7 outings. Crawford deserved better. Dominic Smith had a dreadful error. He had second and third 2 outs, and Smith error at first base on a toss to first base. Easy play, 4-3, put out, no. 2-run score, E3. That made it 3-1. Schwarber's second home run of the game made it 4-1. Crawford, again, 4 runs, 2 earned, deserved better, didn't get run support. Zack Wheeler, terrific over 7 innings of 1-run baseball. Wheeler gave up just 3 hits, including 2 to the first 2 batters of the game, Jarren Duran and David Hamilton. Wheeler walked 1, finished by retiring the final 10 batters that he faced. Wheeler, Matt Strahm, and Jose Alvarado. Strahm and Alvarado out of the bullpen, retiring 16 of the final 17. Hamilton had a base hit against Alvarado in the 9th inning, but nothing else. He was left at third base. Now, the Phillies are going to get Trey Turner back soon. Phillies catcher JT Realmuto is going to have surgery on his right knee. That's coming up. And team not giving an initial timetable for Real Muto's return, but knee surgery. You got to expect. I'm not sure how serious it is, but you've got to expect that it's going to be 4. It's probably going to be more 6 to 8 weeks for Real Muto. Trey Turner, as I mentioned, is going to be back soon, and his last game was on May 3rd, and the Phillies have played winning baseball with Turner, their shortstop, out of the lineup. Yankees, Royals in Kansas City, game 2 of that 4-game series. Austin Wells, Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, all homering in the Yankees' 10-1 thrashing of the Royals. Yes, I used the word thrashing there. Royals have dropped the first 2 at home against the Yankees. And Wells' 3-run home run in the 4th inning. That made it 6-0. Judge home run with a man on in the 7th, his 25th on the year. Judge had 3 RBIs, now 62 runs batted in on the season. Marcus Stroman picked up the win, his 6th on the year. He's now 6-2. Stroman did not allow a run over 5 2/3 innings. Brady Singer took the loss 4-3. Yankees touching up Singer for 7 runs, 6 earned in his outing. He went 5 2/3 innings. Nick Pratto took the mound for the 9th inning, struck out Jahmai Jones, gave up a single to Giancarlo Stanton, and the Yankees now 16-1 against teams from the American League Central Division, including walloping the Twins this year in that season series. Love it when good teams get solid performances from journeymen or role players or whatever you want to call them. But Albert Suarez combined with 4 relievers on the Orioles' 4-0 victory against Max Fried and the Braves on Tuesday night at Camden Yards. 34-year-old Suarez gave up just 4 hits over 5 1/3 innings, now 3-0 on the season. Fried now 6-3 with the loss, gave up 4 runs over 5. Jorge Mateo, 3-run home run off Fried. That in the 2nd. Austin Hayes, 3 hits, including an RBI single in the 6th inning for the Orioles. And the Orioles have now won 5 in a row, 22 games over 500 with the victory. That is now a season high. And they're right there, step in step with the Yankees. And the Orioles are a team, 16-1 for the Yankees against AL Central teams. The Orioles have beat up teams in their own division so far this season. Kyle Higashioka, solo home run, bottom of the 9th inning. Great call on TV by Don Orsillo. Did not hear Jesse Agler's call on Padres radio. Sorry, Jesse. But the Padres walked off 5-4 victory at Petco against the A's. They've won the first 2 games of that series. The home run for Higashioka coming off Scott Alexander. Higashioka now has 5 home runs on the season. 7 runs batted in. That's Mike Trout territory right there. Padres, a game over 500. Fernando Tatis, a couple of more base hits. He's now hit safely in 17 straight games. That is the longest active hit streak in baseball. Also a career high for Tatis Jr. as well. Luis Arraez, a couple of base hits for San Diego after going 0 for 5 in each of his previous 2 games. Tyler Soderstrom, home run. A 2-run shot in the 8th inning. That tied up the game at 3-3. Second home run of the series, 3rd on the season for Soderstrom. Jurickson Profar did leave the game in the 8th inning. Appeared to injure himself during the bat on a swing. Mike Schultz said that Profar is dealing with a sore knee right now. The A's with the loss now a season high 17 under 500. Remember, I bought an A's t-shirt when they reached 500 at 17-17. They are now a season high 17 under the 500 mark. 17 games. Dodgers, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 home runs, including 4 in 1 inning. Dodgers 5 home runs, beat up on the Rangers 15-2 in the opener at Dodger Stadium on Tuesday night. Will Smith, 3-run home run, number 10 for Smith in the 1st inning. Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, Teoscar Hernandez, Jason Hayward, all homering in the Dodgers' 7-run 6th inning. All 4 home runs against Grant Anderson. Smith and Freeman, 3 hits apiece. James Paxton, 6-1 with the victory. Mookie Betts had a 3-run double in the 4th inning. That made it 6-1. And Rangers catcher Andrew Kisner did not allow a run in getting the final 5 outs on the mound for the Rangers. Bruce Bochy said after the game, these games aren't fun. 5 home runs for the Dodgers by 5 different players, 4 in 1 inning. Battle of Ohio, round 1 going to the Guardians. Final from the Queen City and Cincinnati on Tuesday. Guardians 5 and the Reds 3. Stephen Kwan, 3 hits, couple of doubles, knocked in a pair of runs. Cleveland 3 in the 3rd, 1 in the 8th inning, 1 more in the 9th inning. Josh Naylor, a couple of hits, 3 RBIs. Naylor, RBI single in the 3rd, 17th home run of the season in the 8th inning. Picked up his 3rd RBI of the night with a ground out in the 9th inning. Tristan McKenzie, the win, 3-3 on the season. Emmanuel Clase gave up an RBI single to Jonathan India in the 9th inning. Clase able to get the final out, picks up the save, his 20th on the year. Paul Skeens, terrific. In St. Louis against Miles Mikolas and the Cardinals. Skeens not involved in the decision. Pirates did pick up a 2-1 victory over the Cardinals in the series opener at Busch. Skeens 6 1/3, 5 hits, no runs, no walks, 8 strikeouts. Miles Mikolas, as I mentioned, went a full 7 scoreless innings. Like Skeens, not involved in the decision. And Mikolas retired the first 16 Pirate batters that he faced to start the game. The game was scoreless for the first 8. Pirates got their 2 runs in the top of the 9th inning. RBI ground out from Connor Joe. O'Neill Cruz made it 2-0 with a sac fly. Nolan Gorman, home run in the bottom of the 9th inning. That against David Bednar made it a 1-run game. That's as close as the Cardinals would get, though. Bednar struck out Mike Ciani with 2 on for the final out of the game. Pirates out hit 8-3, and the Pirates are now 5-1 in Paul Skeens' first 6 starts at the big league level. Mariners 2 runs in the home 7th inning, came back for the second straight game against the White Sox, beat the White Sox 4-3. Mariners now 9 over 500, 51st loss of the season for the White Sox. Cal Raleigh, hero for the Mariners Tuesday night, RBI double in the 3rd on Wednesday to cut it to a 1-run game. Raleigh then put Seattle in front with a 2-run home run, or a 2-run single, in the 7th inning. That put the Mariners in front for good. Drew Thorpe made his big league debut for the White Sox. Thorpe, 2 runs allowed, 1 earned run, 3 base hits, walked 2, struck out 4. White Sox 2 for 11 with runners in scoring position. Andrew Vaughn, Paul DeYoung hit back-to-back home runs for the White Sox in the 3rd inning of that game. Cal Quantrill, 6 shutout innings, picked up his 6th win of the season. Rockies even up their series in Minnesota against the Twins, taking Game 2, 5-4 at Target Field. Louis Varland, 5 scoreless innings and making the start for the Twins. Ezekiel Tovar got things going for the Rockies. 3-run home run in the 6th inning. Ryan McMahon made it 5-2 with a solo home run in the 8th inning. Tovar has impressed this year for a Colorado team that is nowhere near 500 right now. Carlos Santana, Byron Buxton, both homering in the loss for the Twins, who went 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Marlins and Mets opening up a series at Citi Field on Tuesday night. 4-2 winner for the Marlins. Jesus Luzardo could be on the move before the trade deadline. I think we're now inside of 50 days until the trade deadline. Luzardo, the win, is 3rd on the season for Miami. Gave up 2 runs, struck out 4 over 5 2/3 innings. Brian De La Cruz tying the game at 2. Jazz Chisholm then scored the go-ahead run on a throwing error by Mark Vientos. Mets 2 errors in the game, resulting in 2 unearned runs. Tanner Scott did retire all 6 batters that he faced over the final 2 innings. Scott to save his 8th on the year. Francisco Lindor, Pete Alonso, Brandon Nimmo, top 3 hitters in the Mets lineup, combining to go 0 for 12 with 5 strikeouts. I do not want to hear about any Met player being tired from coming back from London or anything like that. But Lindor, Alonso, Nimmo, dreadful. 0 for 12 as the top 3 hitters in that Met lineup. Yusei Kikuchi, 5 scoreless innings. 4 Toronto relievers combining for 4 scoreless innings. Blue Jays blanking the Brewers in Milwaukee 3-0. Kikuchi 4-5 with the victory on the season. Yimi Garcia did the job, working an inning and a third, struck out 3 hitters, closed out the game. Garcia saved number 5 on the year. Diamondbacks 15 hits and a 9-4 drubbing of the Angels on Tuesday night. Diamondbacks take the opener of that series. Gabriel Moreno, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., and Rendell Grishik, all 3 hits and 2 RBIs. Grishik double, triple, home run, single shy of the cycle. Teammate Corbin Carroll, single, double, triple, finished a home run shy of the cycle. How often do you see that? 2 hitters, 1 hit away from hitting for the cycle. Remember, we all wake up every day needing a single, double, triple, home run to hit for the cycle. Jordan Montgomery gave up 3 runs over 5 2/3 innings, good enough to improve to 4-4 with the win. Taylor Ward 2 hits, including a home run in the loss for the Angels. Astros able to even up their series in San Francisco, 3-1 victory against the Giants. Ronel Blanco, 8 Ks, gave up just 1 run and picking up his 6th win on the season. He is now 6-2. Blanco allowed just 3 hits over the course of his outing. How about the Nationals? 3 sacrifice flies, including game-winning sac fly in the top of the 10th inning off the bat of Lane Thomas. He had 2 of the 3 sac flies for the Nationals. Situational hitting. Runner at third, less than 2 outs, get him in. Thomas and the Nationals did that. His sac fly in the top of the 10th inning, leading the Nationals to a victory 5-4 against the Tigers. Riley Green, 3-run triple, scored on an error to put the Tigers up 4-3 in the 5th inning. Tigers 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. That base hit, the 3-run triple by Green. Nationals were 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position, but they pick up the extra inning win. Kyle Finnegan struck out 3 and working an inning and a third scoreless. and Finnegan able to close out the Tigers in Detroit. Rays coming off a 4-game series sweep at home where they lost all 4 against the Orioles over the weekend. Got back in the win column on Tuesday. 5-2 victory against the Cubs at Tropicana Field. Rays 4 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning. Walked it off at home. 5th walk-off win of the season at the Trop for Tampa Bay. Jose Caballero tied the game at 2 with an RBI single. Brandon Lau rhymes with now, followed with a 2-out, 3-run home run to end it. Michael Tauchman, Seiya Suzuki went 0 for 5 each at the top of that Cubs lineup. Kevin Cash said after the game, we needed a win. Well, they got the win. Cubs have just 5 wins now over their last 18 games. Jamison Tyone, solid 6 scoreless innings and making the start for the Cubs. Left the game with a 2-0 lead. Leaves the ballpark with a no decision on Tuesday night. That's a wrap on day number 76 of the Major League Baseball regular season. Our random thoughts, Sugar's random thoughts. We have the title sponsor, right? We get no money, by the way, from my sister Tammy and my brother-in-law Kenneth. But Sugar's random thoughts, as always, brought to you by the Yellow Rose of Talbot Bed and Breakfast in Easton, Maryland. You looking for a stay? This is sort of ad-libbing. It's always ad-libbing. But my Sugar's random thoughts, rest in peace. And for Steve Klauke, longtime play-by-play announcer for the AAA Salt Lake City Bees. I never met Steve. I have plenty of friends from my minor league broadcasting days who were very good friends with Steve Klauke. Steve was involved in a pedestrian auto accident and lost his life. He died at the age of 69. Just reading one of the reports on Steve and sort of his bio, 3-time Utah Sportscaster of the Year, called over 4,200 games, regular season and playoff games with the Bees. Signature call, it's up there, it's out there, it's gone. So my prayers are with the Klauke family and for everyone who knew Steve over the years, from all different tweets that were out there on Tuesday. Steve was a terrific person. So again, my prayers are with the Klauke family. My prayers are with the Bees organization and everyone who crossed paths with Steve Klauke. It seems like they're the better for it with all the tributes that were paid to Steve on Tuesday and also into Wednesday as well. Our latest Lennox on Baseball chat available now on our Lennox on Baseball YouTube channel. Our interview on Tuesday with author Steve Ketman, a fantastic conversation. We hit on a lot of different topics. Our main topic was longtime baseball executive Sandy Alderson. We hit on the Oakland A's and their move. We hit on a lot of different things with Steve, and I'm proud to say that we've had, I think, over 150 views on that. For me, that's a lot. That tells me we're building. That tells me to keep doing those Lennox on Baseball conversations and the chats, and we continue to build it along those as well. Steve, terrific guest. Encourage you to take a look at that, make it available, share it with your friends as well. That is a wrap again on day number 76 of the Major League Baseball regular season. For my days in minor league baseball, former Aberdeen Ironbird intern Brian Holland takes us away.
Stop talking during the anthem. Go watch Steve Lennox's new podcast because Steve is the man.